Yeah,
start
but
it over again.
I heard him.
So please let us start
That
it over again. Let him start it over
no, no,
again, please.
no, that's
So
okay.
that
I heard that.
so that we can. I wanted to record what he was saying. So once you've now put on the record, he can start it over, and then we can capture it.
Okay, my plan, my first plan here is to set up a center, a pilot center, where I will use it as an area which will be a farmer field school site of, where we meet once in a week, and they will learn, farmers will learn the best practices, particularly the commercial cultivation of moringa. And in that center that I will be handling, it will be leaf production. I'll cultivate 1 acre of leaf production and 1 acre for seed production. And in those farms, those 1 acres, I'll be intercropping for seeds. I'll be intercropping with pepper in those areas. But whilst at the same time, I'll be organizing the farmers. Some farmers, maybe I will select like 2 groups of 20, and I'll build their capacity, and I will encourage them also to establish 1 acre each. So we have 20 farmers attending a farmer field school every week, and each of those 20 farmers, I will encourage them to cultivate 1 acre each, because the background is that each farmer will definitely be living with a household. And what I call a household is they all eat from one pot. So they are able to maintain 1 acre each, but they collectively get information as a group, but operate differently. So that with farm as an example, with my farm as an example, I'll be going around to cross-check what we have learned and also harmonize it with what is expected on their farms, what is the actual and what is not done. So there will be corrections. So we definitely will have a session where we will be evaluating ourselves, what went well and what needs improvement. Whilst at the same time, I'll be in link with the exchange knowledge programs. We'll be sharing their videos, and whilst Moringa City also will be sharing the best practices with us. By that way, we'll be able to build up a nucleus, and eventually, the next year now, they can also mentor other farmers if they are interested. If other farmers see that it is impressive, they can come in, and I will not be doing the training now. They will be doing the training, and by that way, we can develop a network. A network, I mean, in terms for commercial production, for commercial businesses, we can go forward and promote Moringa. That is my plan.
All right, thank you. Yeah, Chetty, you can take over now.
Yeah. So how do you said that you would like to start with 1 acre, right? And then you would like to create a
Yes.
group of local farmers and then develop the moringa related business. So in 1 acre, you said you would like to also have intercrop in between. Is that called
Yes.
peta? Peta. I'm not sure. What's a peta? Is it like a fruit or something as an intercrop?
Pardon?
You say you'd like to have the intercrop as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pepper, chili.
Chili.
I'll
Okay,
be
chili. Okay,
intercropping it
all
with
right.
chili.
Yeah, got it. Okay. Uh, and my question is, do you have drip irrigation or how do you irrigate? How are you planning to irrigate in your farm?
Well, in Sierra Leone, we rely on rain-fed. It's rain-fed agriculture. Currently, rain started in May, and it is now raining it will continue to rain up to November, some of the times up to December, you know.
Okay.
So we
So
don't
it
have
is
what we
rain
call
fed.
drip irrigation. Yes,
Okay, so
rain-fed.
it's a rain fed, right? Rain fed or the well water or boring water, something like that. Okay. See, if you would like to go for the intercropping, the paper intercropping in between, you can choose the distance of the row to road distance I'm giving you row to row distance. You can keep it for like 8 feet to 10 feet in between. Let me
Okay.
show you how the practical that we have done. So accordingly, you can plan. And you would like to go for the leaf production, right?
Yes. But I also want to try seed as well.
This is the distance you can go for if you would like to take the crop in between. This is a distance of 10 feet, row to row.
Okay.
So row to row, you
Okay.
can go for 10 feet, and plant to plant, you can go for around 4 feet. So you have
Okay.
2 rows here. I'll also draw these things for you. So these are actually 2 plants. This is not a single plant. These are the 2 plants. The distance between these 2 plants is 2 feet, and distance between these 2 plants that you can keep is 4 feet, and the distance
Okay.
between these 2 rows you can keep is 10 feet. So I'll draw that for you as well, so that you can better understand. So suppose this is your field. Okay, uh, this is the distance for the intercropping where you would like to take the paper crop, right? So this is you can keep as 8 to 10 feet at least. Go for the 10 feet. 10 feet is the best one. And then here on
Okay.
this plant you can have 2 rows. This is 2
Okay.
rows, and the distance between these 2 rows is 2 feet. And this is where you plant your
Okay.
Maringa tree. This is one tree, this is second tree, this is then from here you have 4 feet distance. This is another tree, this is
Okay.
another plant. Then again here 4 feet distance you have another plant, and in between you can have a paper or any other crop, seasonal crops over here. Then again, then there is a second row. Here again you have moringa plant. Then from 4 feet here there is another plant, there is another plant. This is how you can develop this. Then there is a third row. This is again the third row where you have two simultaneous rows, where this is a plant, moringa plant. Then again 4 feet another plant. So uh, this is the line of the plant. So this is the structure you can go for, so that you could have the leaf production as well as you could have the chili production as well. These two are going simultaneously, and you could also, you're saying these are the rain fed, right? Or you could use the boring or the well water in between. So you can have flood irrigation, or you could use the rainy season for the growth of these plants. So the distance that actually for you I would recommend is um, the 10 feet. So this is the distance, 10 feet between 2 rows, and then 2 feet by 4 feet. This is the distance
Okay.
that you can go for. And in between, if you would like to have the seed production, you can leave couple of plants, and then just like that, not for the leaf, and those plants will ultimately grow for the flowering and for the fruiting as well.
Okay.
You have and then once you what I would advise you, go for the plowing. Use the rotavator once your land is prepared, then go for the sowing. And after the sowing, we'll plan it out the later things, because I see that it's becoming too much for a day training. And then you can share the videos and the photos, what's going on and how you are exactly doing it. And then accordingly we could have a video call, or we could suggest on the Facebook and WhatsApp. And then later on the disease and the crop management, we'll take it as the real feedback and something like that.
Okay.
But then I hope you understand the distance and the things that you would like to go for, right?
Yes, I understand.
Okay,
I
okay, that's
understand.
great. Yeah. Do you have any other
The
questions?
only
Yeah.
yeah, now is about the availability of the seeds, because I really want to rely on to predict the seeds that I'm using. I don't want to get seeds from within, which I'm not sure of, you know.
Okay.
So
See,
while
you
I
don't
spoke
have
to,
to. Right. Yeah. Go ahead.
I've
See, there
spoken
are.
to,
Uh-huh.
as I spoke
As I
to
spoke to
Harun,
Harun,
Okay.
and he has
and he
promised
has
to
promised
send
to
some
send
seeds there
some
for me.
seeds there for me.
So whilst
So
we are
whilst we
waiting for
are
the
waiting
seeds,
for the seeds,
I'm going,
I'm going,
I'm going
I'm
ahead
going
to
ahead to
to
make
start the
to
land
start the land
preparation.
preparation.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Joshua, what?
Shetty, would you like to advise on the seeds he should use? Because all our seeds are from you. As for Ghana, our seeds are the PKM2, but the other types are going to come from you. What will you predict? Will you advise him to use for the seed production and the leaf production?
See, for the leaf production, I would advise you go for the local seeds. The only thing that your concern should be concerned about is the germination, and I think Joshua will be able to take care of that. You do not have to necessarily go for the costly seeds. So local seeds will be better for the leaf production, and in between, if you would like to take the seed production, you can go for the the seed that we are going to send it to the Joshua. So in 1 acre, you do not need more than like 800 seeds or something like that will be enough.
All right, that's fine. So that's fine. So, Mr. Herod, we would be using the local the local seeds. That's the PKM2. Those ones are
That is
those
fine.
that we sell around. Yeah, that is very cheap. But the one he will be sending is a bit expensive, but you don't need much. You only need about 800 seeds. So I will arrange it with you. As for the local seeds, they are available, but the Momax seeds will be coming from him. Maybe first week of next month, he should be with us. So this is the plan now. With the 1 acre for the local seeds, how many kilos will he need?
Let's see, around if he's going for the 10 by 10 by 4, 40. Let me calculate. That becomes 2,000 plants in 1 acre.
2,000 plants. So it means 1 kilo should be okay.
1 kg is good enough.
Yeah, 1 kg is good. Yes. All right. 1 kg. So 1 kg of the PKM2 and 800 seeds of the Momax 3.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, fine. That's fine. All right, Mr. Elroy, I think that is about it. Now we've got to know the number of seeds you will need.
The other thing is about the seed rate.
Sorry?
The seed rate per stand.
The seed rate.
Can you tell me what will be the seed rate? Yes.
Is it the germination rate?
The one I'm saying here is that if you
at every point
at every point you drop like one seed or two
Okay,
seeds
okay.
to ensure that
All right.
there's mortality.
Okay.
It takes care of the mortality.
Okay.
For the leaf production, you could go for two seeds at a time, and one of them you will have to remove it, or else you could go for the one seed at a time, and then later on could refill if some of the seeds do not germinate. So one seed is
So one
also
seed
fine
is
if
also
the
fine if
germination
the
is very
germination
good.
is very good.
So you can go for the
So you
one
can
seed,
go
and
for
if
the
you
one
think
seed,
you
and
know
if you
do not
think you
have
do
time
not
and
have
labor for the
time and labor
pre-filling,
for the
go
pre-filling,
for the two
go for the
seeds
two seeds
with 15
with
centimeter
15
distance
centimeter
between two
distance
seeds
between
while
two seeds
planting,
while planting,
and then later on
and then
remove one
later on
seed.
remove one seeds.
So you have double
So
row
you have
system,
double row
and
system,
between
and
two
between
rows the
two
distance will
rows
be
the
10
distance
feet.
will be 10 feet.
So you could
So
buy 2
you could
kg,
buy 2 kg,
2 kilogram of
2
seeds,
kilogram of
and then
seeds,
sow
and
two
then
two
sow
seeds
two
at
seeds at
one point.
1 point.
Joseph, did you understand?
Joseph, did you understand?
Yeah, I got it. So now that means we should look at 2 kg of PKM2. Good.
That's right.
But with the Momax, it should be just the 800.
Just 800 is fine.
Just 800.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I will get him the calculations and let him prepare himself well. Okay. That's fine.
That's right.
All right. So that is
Well,
about
now we are
that.
talking about the fertilizer in terms of the nutrients that we have to provide for the young seedlings. Do you have any advice on that?
Do you have any advice on that?
Yeah, for the
Yeah,
nutrients,
for the
what do you
nutrients,
use generally?
what
Do
do
you
you
have
use
the
generally? Do you have the farmyard
manure ready?
manure ready?
Yes, we
Yes,
have
we have
manure.
manure.
Okay, then
Okay,
in
then
1 acre
in 1 acre
you need to put
you
at
need to
least
put at least
5 tons
5
of
tons of
farmyard manure
manure
while preparing the
while
land,
preparing the
while
land, while
using the
using
rotavator
the
or the
rotavator
plowing.
or the
You could
plowing.
use the
You could
5
use the
ton
5
of
ton of
farmyard manure,
farmyard
mix it very
manure,
well in
mix
the
it very
soil,
well in the soil,
prepare the soil,
prepare the soil,
make
make
the
clean
lines
lines
like the 10 feet
like the 10 feet
row to row distance
row to row
and the
distance
double row
and the
system. Make
double row
all the
system.
lines
Make all the lines
and then
and
sow the
then
seeds.
sow the seeds.
For first
For
1 month,
first
you do
1
not
month,
need to
you do
have
not
any
need to
other
have any other
fertigation.
fertigation.
So once the seed
So
is
once the
grown and the
seed is
seed
grown and the
is
seed
very
is
well
very well
established in the soil,
established in the
then
soil,
we'll talk
then
about
we'll talk
what are the
about
options we
what are the
have
options
to
we
refeed
have
the
to
soil
refeed the soil
after every harvest.
after every harvest.
So initially, it's
That's
just
it.
the
Initially, it's
farmyard
just the farmyard
manure that you
manure
can put
that
into the
you can
soil.
put into the soil.
Okay. Because where the land that I have, I'm going to use is a slopey land, so there is no argument about no problems with waterlogging.
Okay. Yeah, no issues in that case. The only fertilizer that you could use is the farmyard manure, basically. The one that I have shared. Let me see. These are the options that you have that you could use initially. What does it cost? The farmyard manure. What is the cost there?
Well, basically, it's there is no cost there. It's just to get labor to access it because it's right there in the village. It's just to get labor to access the manure and transport it to the field. That is the only
So
cost
the
that is
5
accessible. You don't have to pay for it.
so 5 ton is not that much of cost, right?
No.
Okay, then that's great. Then you could simply so the first step is plowing the land, deep plowing. The second step is using the rotavator, and so after the plowing, you can disperse the farmyard manure into the soil and then use the rotavator. And after the rotavator, you can make the lines for the plantation, the layout, and then sow the seeds. Till here, you do not need any other fertigation. Later on, we'll see once the seeding and the plantation is done, then we'll look forward, what fertilizer you want to go for, the organic or residue free or something like that, and then we'll go for that. So, but at this point of time, let's make it simple. Plow the land, disperse the 5 to 8 metric ton of farmyard manure into the field, use the rotavator very well, prepare the layout, and sow the seed. That's all.
Okay. That's great.
Yeah, that is fine. It's very clear now. It's very clear. So we will also update. We'll get the column and then update your information there so that anytime we come on to talk with you, we can progress from where we have discussed. And then any activity you are doing on the field, to try and take some pictures or videos so that we can keep abreast with what is happening on the ground.
Yeah, that's right. We will create a group on Telegram. So that if you have any questions at that moment, you can just post it on the Telegram, or you can post videos or photos, so that we will be there to access those information and we can reply you back immediately.
I will do that. I will definitely. I'll be definitely taking videos of every step.
Yeah.
I'll be taking from clearing,
Yeah.
land preparation.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Today we have exhausted almost 4 hours and 15 minutes. Today my boss is very, very tired. And Mr.
No
Harriet, too, a pensioner, is also exhausted. His ears and mouth and eyes have been so busy all through. Yeah. Shetty, will you have anything to conclude so that you can go and rest, because it's very late over there in India?
No, it's all right. But then I see that because this is our first day of the training, and I think that we could do it in a better way so that the participants also does not exist and they can focus on it. So we can divide the training, make it for the 2 hours, 2 days session, so that they could have enough time to sit down and focus on it as well. So we will also have to change our plans for this. So yeah, this
All
is
right.
what I have, and then as we progress, we'll keep communicating with each other, and then we'll take it forward.
All right. Thank you very much, Harold. Thank you for making your time. And Harold, Mr. Harold, I will get in touch with you, and then we know the way forward. Shetty, we will get in touch. I know me and you will talk before before you go to bed. So we will have to end the section. Yes. So thank you all for making it possible, and then we will meet again next week at the same time. Mr. Harold, thank you for your time so much, and I really appreciate your efforts and sacrifice and believing also in us. We will do our best to make sure that you become a success and a reference point to others in Sierra Leone and Liberia.
Thank you so much.
Thank you too for setting up this knowledge forum. I mean, I'll continue to be in touch, and I'll follow all the instructions. Thank you.
Let's see you next week.
Thank you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.